In the very beginning, when the world was still pure and untouched by sin, humanity lived in perfect harmony with God. There was no suffering, no death, no pain. But one single moment, one single decision, changed the destiny of mankind forever. This is the story of the forbidden fruit that altered the course of human history. According to the book of Genesis, God created the first man and woman and placed them in a paradise called the Garden of Eden. The man was Adam, and the woman was Eve. The garden was filled with every kind of tree imaginable, trees that produced delicious fruit and trees that were beautiful to look at. God gave them everything they needed and allowed them to eat from any tree in the garden. But there was one exception. In the center of Eden stood two special trees, the tree of life and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. God gave Adam a clear command: you may eat freely from every tree in the garden, but you must not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. For the day you eat from it, you will surely die. At that moment, humanity faced its very first test of obedience. One day, a mysterious creature appeared in the garden. It was the serpent, described in the Bible as more cunning than any other animal. The serpent approached Eve and asked a simple but dangerous question. Did God really say you must not eat from any tree in the garden? Eve replied that they could eat from every tree except the one in the middle of the garden. If they touched it or ate it, she said, they would die. But the serpent responded with a shocking statement. You will not surely die. For God knows that when you eat from it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil. Doubt had been planted. Eve looked at the fruit again. The Bible says the fruit was good for food, pleasing to the eye, and desirable for gaining wisdom. Temptation took hold. She reached out, took the fruit, and ate it. Then she gave some to Adam, who was with her, and he ate it too. In that moment, everything changed. Immediately, Adam and Eve realized they were naked. For the first time, they felt shame. They quickly sewed fig leaves together to cover themselves. When they heard God walking in the garden, they hid among the trees. Humanity had never hidden from God before, but now fear had entered the world. When God asked what had happened, Adam blamed Eve, and Eve blamed the serpent. Sin had arrived, and with it came blame, guilt, and separation from God. God then pronounced judgment. The serpent was cursed to crawl on its belly. Eve would experience pain in childbirth. Adam would struggle to cultivate the ground, working by the sweat of his brow. And the greatest consequence of all, humanity would now experience death. Adam and Eve were expelled from the Garden of Eden, and the entrance was guarded by mighty cherubim with a flaming sword. Paradise was lost. One piece of fruit, one moment of temptation, one decision, and the entire story of humanity was changed forever. But according to the Bible, this was not the end of the story, because from that moment onward, God's plan to redeem humanity had already begun, and that plan would one day lead to the coming of Jesus Christ.